Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. I'm Kurukan, and thank you for joining me. And my nose was completely clear before I got ready to record, then I sneezed, and now it's all messed up, because of course it is. Just my luck, right? Yeah, I found a thing. Alright, so I got those 2 turnip seeds. Should I plant those now or save them until I really need them? I forgot to mute my computer. Also, I'll probably be doing some tests soon, and if they work, then there might be some multiplayer stuff with some of my friends on Terraria. Hopefully. If I can record it reliably. Which, of course, I can't, because we all know my computer sucks. I should have waited to do this until much, much later. Now I'm just wasting my early time. Because I'm not very good at time management. Why won't you cut? Slice through it! Slice through it all! But, you know, I'm telling you this now. Don't get your hopes up if you want to see that, but hopefully it'll all work out. It'd be really great to get a bunch of the gang together. Because a lot of my friends have it, and, you know, that can lead to a lot of dumb fun. And who doesn't like dumb fun? And, Shironi, the same one who wanted us to, wanted me to do this LP, he wants us to play Terraria together, play it on hard mode, not hardcore mode. That'd last all of 5 minutes before we'd all get killed. But, you know, that'd be pretty cool if I can get us all together. Terraria, you know, I should grab more of those right off the bat. Terraria with, this group on hardcore mode would probably be about like this. We start up the game. We spread out to gather resources for building a shelter. Duck immediately drops into a hole and dies. I build a shelter, but I build it away from the others so they don't have time to get in. They're killed by monsters during the first night. I get out of the shelter in the morning, being the only survivor. Immediately attacked by a bird. Game ends. Okay, not really, but actually it's pretty accurate, I think. Did I already milk the goat? Yes, I did. And I milked the cow, right? Yep. Only 3! Cheapskate! But, yeah. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up, but if I'm able to, I'll do that. I mean, regardless, I'm gonna play it with them, but if I can record that, level of stupidity, that'd be great. I really would like to do more multiplayer stuff. But a lot of people I know don't have PS3s, and I don't have a PS4. Plus, I also don't have Xbox Live. PlayStation Network. I don't even know which side of the console war I'm on anymore. In all seriousness, while I may take potshots at Microsoft, and especially Nintendo, I don't actually bear them any ill will. Well, okay, actually I do, but I'm not going to sit there and mock you for playing the console that you like. Probably. So, yeah, that's a thing that's happening, hopefully. I don't want to pick you up. I smell like cows. But yeah, in general, I'd love to do more crossovers with other people. Collaborations, not crossovers. But that's not always something I'm able to do due to the nature of everything. But yeah, I'll do some testing with Terraria, and hopefully we'll have something there. We'll probably try to do it on the weekend, I guess. Because, they want to do it, I want to do it. And I think that'd just be a lot of fun. What? Why didn't you... You're asleep, aren't you? No, you get back here. Corncob, wake the hell up. You are too awake. You lying little corncob. Why is Takakura so slow today? Hurry it up. I need to drag my kid to the neighbors. Alright, come on, twerp. What did you think of that jump? Is that a good thing? So yeah, I just spent like 6.5 minutes blathering about nothing. Just like always. Hopefully I'll work up the courage to also get some new Devil May Cry episodes out, or at least an episode. I always chicken out. Although actually the last few days I've been grinding red orbs on easy mode so I can pay for items on Dante Must Die mode. Because there ain't any way I'm going to get a double S rank on that mode. I'm not deluded like that. Where are you going, you little twerp? Yeah, of course you love that. Jeez, my nose is trying to act up again. Stop itching. I don't want to sneeze. That was like the most awkward pronunciation of sneeze ever. Sneeze! One of these days I should just do, like, an LP episode in the goofiest voice I can. That'd be something for, I guess, April Fools. Just, like, do it in the most effeminate voice I can muster, digitally edit it, then, play the game that way. That'd be funny, right? Shut up, that would be funny. You don't know anything about anything. I'd be hilarious. No, it wouldn't. It'd be dumb. Which is exactly why I should do it. But I'll probably forget by then. I said no! Stop trying to sell me stuff, Vesta. What are you, some kind of saleswoman? Well, I guess technically you are. But that's beside the point. But, yeah, I was screwing around way too much earlier today. I kept, getting myself psyched up as like, I'm gonna do some extra recording today. Totally get into it. I ended up sitting on my butt doing nothing. Well, I did grind those red orbs, but, I can do that at virtually any time. Go away, cough. I don't want to cough right now. Why am I going this way? There's nothing for me there. There's never been anything for me there. There's never going to be anything for me there. Also, I'm sad to say, Persona 5 got delayed internationally again. I guess it's coming out in April instead of February. The reason apparently being because they want to, refine the English dub. Which, okay, I'm actually cool with that. I wish it didn't have to get delayed, and honestly, they could release it, then add that stuff in via a patch, but you know what? I'll wait. It'll be worth it. I'm positive it'll be worth it. What's up, Muku Muku? Now if I could just stop coughing, that'd be great. But I am bummed it got pushed back. But I also know that Atlas, be it their home base in Japan or their team in the US, I fully believe that they wouldn't push it back if they didn't think, we can do better than this. I mean, they have not once let me down. There is no part of their company that truly made me cough. There's no part of their games that I've played that I felt let me down. Yes, Innocent Sin is by far my least favorite of the content they've put out. But it was still a completely competent game. There were really good aspects to it, even if I think the game was kind of meh. So, I think that Persona 5, at its absolute worst, will still be absolutely amazing. Because, like I said, Innocent Sin is the closest they've come to disappointing me, and the worst it did was be entirely average. And you know what? Entirely average isn't bad. A lot of people are like, well, it's mediocre. Mediocre isn't good. It's not bad either. So, I look at that and I think, yeah, worst case scenario, it'll just be okay. And frankly, from everything I've seen, it's just like, oh my god, this game oozes style. I fully believe that Persona 5 will be everything that I think it is. Oh, yeah, sure. Don't mind me, Horace. I'm just gonna stand here and watch you roll around. The audience doesn't mind either, you little jerk. But, yeah, Persona 5, it looks great. It looks phenomenal, even. And the translation team said, we were so blown away by how well it performed in Japan, how well the Japanese team did with it, that we have to step up our A game to match the effort they put in. You're doing another stupid animation, aren't you, Horse? I saw it. You can't fool me. So, at least I know that it's just because they really stepped back and said, we can do better. We can do better than what we've done. And since I fully believe the English version would have been, absolutely mind-blowingly spectacular, and they said they can do even better, I'm going to put my faith in them that, it's going to absolutely blow me away. I mean, really blow me away. Like, stepped on a landmine, blown me away. And I took entirely too long to do all of that, so now it's a little bit too late for me to go digging, so I'm not going to go digging today. Which is okay, because I need to plant those turnips anyway. But, yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. I mean, who knows, I could be horribly wrong. Maybe I'll wind up hating Persona 5. I really doubt it, though. I was so bummed out to learn that they pushed it back again. Because it's just like, it's finally coming. It's gonna come out on Valentine's Day, and then, oh no, they pushed it back. But I do know that the game itself is done. Because, already out in Japan. And if everybody who plays the Japanese version would be so kind as to not spoil it for me, I will allow you to continue living in peace without any interference. If you spoil it, I will bring down a threat of mass proportions, a form of destruction that not even gods can comprehend, a fury the likes of which even SpongeBob couldn't produce. I'm not sure why I referenced SpongeBob, of all things, because I never really watched SpongeBob, but there you have it. Well, I did watch SpongeBob back a decade or so ago. Oh, it would have been more than that. I think I watched it around my first year of high school. It's an okay show. I'm not dissing SpongeBob. I think it's a perfectly watchable cartoon for kids. And just because it's for kids doesn't mean adults can't enjoy it either, because let's be honest, a whole lot of crap I love to death was made for kids. Hell, I still love Bugs Bunny cartoons. And anyone who tells you that it's wrong to like Bugs Bunny, you have my permission to kick them in the groin. Or the head. Or with a knife. Seriously, I freaking love Looney Tunes. I think I mentioned a lot of that before, but never hurts to make sure everybody knows. Because I have an ego and believe everybody should believe exactly what I believe. But not really, because let's face it, if everyone thought the way I did, it'd be a really boring world. And frankly, even more violent, because, let's be honest, I pretty much hate me. But apparently you guys seem to like me because you keep coming back to watch my stupid videos. And let's be honest, these videos are stupid. Nobody asked for your opinion, chicken. But yeah, I'm still looking super forward to Persona 5. It's so hard waiting. Okay, I shouldn't be able to put this down, I don't think. And I've got a bit of the hiccups again, because of course I do. It won't let me put it in. So I have to assume that either this duck is in the way, or I just can't get another chicken like I previously suspected. Yep, it won't let me put the egg in the incubator, so I've got a full chicken shed. Chicken shed? Is that the right term? Coop. Couldn't think of the word chicken coop. So, yeah, Persona 5 is pretty much the game on my radar, and the fact that it is coming to the PS3 and not just the PS4 makes me super happy. That being said, if I don't have a PS4 by then, which is a possibility, then I'll gladly play the PS3 version because, hey, it's still Persona 5. I am so excited for that game. Like, you guys don't even know how excited I am. I think the only thing that could get me more excited for Persona right now is if Atlus suddenly announced, like a Persona 3 HD collection for the, Vita. Because Persona 3 Portable is pretty much my favorite single-player game of all time. I absolutely adore that game. I only played it for the first time 5 years ago. But, oh my god, it just immediately grabbed me and did not let go. So, you know, if they released an HD version with, like, Festival's graphics, but P3P's content, oh, I would be in heaven. Did you just eat again? Oh, it's way too early for you to have eaten. Or was it you? Are you eating somebody else's food? You little bastard. But yeah, I would just be elated if they announced it. Even if it was for the PS4, I'd still be happy, because, like I said, P3P is my favorite single-player game. Probably. It's definitely my favorite RPG, by far. And having, you know, a version that has all of the content together, that'd be so mind-blowing. I prefer it on the Vita because, well, I like handhelds. And Persona works so much better on handheld than it does on console. No offense to Persona 5, which I'm sure is absolutely spectacular, regardless of which console version you have. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. You're gonna be pissed, aren't you? Sorry, corn cob. But yeah, an HD version of Persona 3 with... It'd have to have the stuff from P3P. If it were just Festival with the AI stuff from P3P, that wouldn't be enough. It'd have to have the female protagonist. Did I not milk the other cow? Or can I just not sell that? If I can't sell that, that's good. Because I wouldn't want to do that by accident. Well, let's check. But, you know, it needs to have the female protagonist, because she is, without a doubt, my favorite part of Persona. While Labris is my favorite character, the female protagonist is just the part of Persona 3 that I love the most. Not because of just her as a character, even though I think she's pretty much perfect as a silent protagonist, but because that character represents everything that was right about Persona 3. I felt like this character was somebody whom I could relate to due to how many different, unique responses there were. Because, let's be honest, the canon protagonist, the male one, Makoto Yuki, he's kind of boring. He has no real personality beyond standing there and looking emo. That's my opinion. You feel free to disagree. You have that right. But my opinion is right. No, not really. I don't think that way. But I do somewhat dislike that protagonist. He's got a decent design, but I think he's a boring character. Granted, a silent protagonist, in a manner of speaking, is a boring character, but this character is boring because you're supposed to be able to relate with him and presumably imprint your thoughts on him. But most of his responses feel entirely out of character when they're positive, and let's be honest, I don't want to play as a particularly depressing character because I'm a depressing person in real life. Despite the idea you may get from these LPs. And yes, I did have too much coffee this morning. Thank you for asking. I forgot to take the child out. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't screw it up. I thought I'd taken too long to respawn, because my brain went completely blank there. Okay, I need to get back and then drag my kid out of the house just to be a jerk. But, yeah, Persona 3's, P3P's female protagonist is... They're given so many various responses, so many frames of mind that you can choose, that they become much more believable because of that, even though you, the player, can tell them to act however you want them to act. So, you know, that's just how I see the character. And it doesn't hurt that was my first entry into the franchise. And immediately after finishing it, I went out and bought Persona 4, and... Really, horse? Really? What a little jerk. I went out and bought Persona 4 and the PSP version of the first game. And you know what? I love those games so much, too. I know I rant about Persona quite a bit on here, and I shall continue to do so, and the cows are gonna throw a temper tantrum. Because you can't watch me eat. Oh, wow, and you're all stuck, aren't you? Nobody asked for your opinion. But, yeah. You've heard me rant about it quite a bit, but I love Persona, and I want everybody else to, you know, at least give the series a chance. I think it's pretty much the best RPG on the market. And I know a lot of mainstream Shin Megami fans, Shin Megami Tensei fans will say, no, Nocturne's better. And I can't outright say they're wrong, because, oh man, I love me some Nocturne. I love me some Shin Megami Tensei in general. But, yeah, Persona just... It has all the elements that I want from an RPG. It has a great story, it has great characters, it has great gameplay. I'm not trying to diss the... Wait, why am I going in here? I don't need to go in here. I'm not trying to diss the mainstream Shin Megami Tensei fans because, again, I love Nocturne and I love Digital Devil Saga. So, you know, it's not as though I'm uneducated on how good those games are. In this case, it comes down to a matter of personal preference of those games, and Persona, particularly 3 and 4, are the ones that tickle my fancy the most. Specifically 3, because while I do love 4, I think it gets a little bit too slapstick at times. I do also think it's still an amazing game, though. And I think you have to be absolutely allergic to great games to hate Persona 3 or 4. Now you really have to be allergic to good RPGs to hate the first game. And for the record, I probably like Persona 1 about as much as I like Persona 4. It's very close between those two, because both of them have such a fantastic story and great characters, amazing music. Well, the PSP version of P1 has great music. Not that the original soundtrack wasn't good, but there's also a lot of songs that I don't like. Also, oh my god, I love A Lone Prayer, the battle theme for the PSP version of Persona 1. That is one of, if not my favorite battle theme of all time. It's just so beautiful. Like, even with all the random battles you fight in that game, every time I hear it, I can't help but tap my foot to it. It's just such a catchy theme. So, I know I'm gushing over it, and it's completely unrelated to Harvest Moon, where the entire episode, or the entire dialogue regarding this episode has been chewing out my horse. It's a bad habit, I know, but it's just something I'm gonna gush over. It's gonna happen. I can't help it. If you own a PS2, a PS3, or a PSP, then please try those games out. If you're a 3DS user, then, well, Persona Q is a pretty different experience, but I've also heard it's pretty good. I haven't played it yet. I don't have a 3DS. Again, yet. It's on my to-do list. But, yeah. Persona Q, I've heard it's basically Etrian Odyssey with the Persona skin. But I've heard Etrian Odyssey is a fantastic game, so there you go. What am I doing out here? There's like nothing for me to do. I guess I could do this, but that won't use up any time. Also, I bit my tongue again. How'd that happen? Okay, that's enough of that. You're about to eat, aren't you? Oh, you little dingus. Why, you little... That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That it was it. There we go. Oh my god. No time passed. Which is actually good, because then I'd never train the dog. Would I, twerp? Do I have to? Well, I guess I can mess around with Jill for the last minute. And gush over Persona some more. No, I'll try to keep that to a minimum. I'm really sorry that I go off on a complete tangent about that game. But I just did that, you little brat. What if I show you a flower? Will you stop pestering me if I show you a flower? I guess not. But, I can't help it when it's something like that, because, oh my god, Persona 5 looks so good. But like I was saying, if you have the chance to play it, please do. Please give the series a chance. It is worth it. I'd stake my utter lack of reputation on it. Yeah, I'm not saying, oh, well, all other JRPGs are crap, because that's not true. Just the modern ones. Okay, that's not entirely true either. I know there are good alternatives. But Persona is easily my favorite RPG. Persona 3 is my favorite single-player game of all time. If not single-player RPG, anyway. But I think it's probably my favorite single-player game. Just throwing that out there. Okay, I'm done rambling. This is the end of the episode. I talk too much. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for the next one.